Alright, I am back with another cold approach review, and as you can see, we are posting those reviews more and more. And the reason why is that those dating coaches who pretend to be good at cold approach, they keep spawning. Each time I post a new review, I get more and more suggestions of coaches in the comments. So yeah, as long as there is coaches to review, I see no reason to stop. Today, we are going to look at Troy Francis, who is another coach from London. I have already reviewed so many guys from London, and he's a good friend of James Tusk that I reviewed recently. So let's see if Troy Francis is cold approaching the right way.
Those look fucking amazing.
Alright, so straight away he starts by saying, "You're fucking amazing." It's way too much. You don't want to do it too much when you see a girl that you like. You can just compliment her in a normal way. Do not use the word fucking when you meet a new girl. Stay respectful, and stay normal, basically. You don't have to say like, "Yeah, that fucking dress, you are fucking amazing. You look so fucking good." Especially in a country like Poland, where he is, where you might meet girls who still have traditional values, A lot of girls in Poland are still traditional, low exposure. So you don't want to scare them away by behaving like that.
Are you a fashion model or something?
Another interesting thing here, it's him trying to guess if she's a fashion model or something. If you meet a beautiful girl, the last thing you want to ask her is if she's a model or not. For the good reason that you want to talk to her like a human, like a normal human, and not pedestalize her like everyone else is doing, basically, during the day, When you go for the Instagram at the end of the approach and you look at her Instagram and you see that she's a model, you act a bit surprised, like, "Oh, you are a model?" That's all you want to do, basically.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
A woman of mystery. I'm Troy. Nice to meet you. I like red. It's my favorite color as well. And
It's cool.
tonight, what is your plan? You go to the party or?
It's my last night.
You can see the way he opens, it's like him who is talking nonstop, making assumptions. He doesn't let her interact with him. He wants to remove the natural awkwardness of meeting someone new. That's not how it works, When you interact with someone new, it's always a bit awkward. It's normal. You shouldn't do a one-man show like he's doing, So first he's making the assumption she's a model. Then he's saying that she's mysterious. Then he's shaking her hand. Then he's saying that red is also his favorite color. Then he's asking what are her plans for tonight. And then he's asking if she's going to the party or not. You see, like, it's him non-stop who is talking, and by asking questions like he's doing and making assumptions non-stop just by himself, he's not creating anything. That's not how you interact with girls. I don't know why all those guys are all doing the same thing, always doing those monologue during the approach. You are ruining all your approaches by doing this, by trying to own it too much. Let the girl interact. Give her some space to interact with you. Do as little assumptions as possible. Just ask dumb questions to create a conversation. Why would you make any assumption? Let her talk about what she's doing.
Last night on Warsaw.
Really?
Yeah, I don't go back to Ukraine.
Oh, really? Okay. Last year, I was in Kyiv,
Where are you from?
London.
London.
Yeah. Have you been?
No.
You want to visit?
I have slightly.
Yes.
So you see what he's doing here? Oh, wanna come with me to London? It's a subtle form of gesture maxing, and you want to avoid any type of gesture maxing during the approach. Just try once in your life to do a normal approach without trying to be funny, without trying to be witty. A normal approach. Try it out and you will see that it works much better than what he's doing. Those guys, they are full of techniques because they have to compensate for looking like random people. Just look at the way he's dressing. He looks so kitsch with his little Zara shirt and his white pants. If you go to the city center to approach girls dressed like that, you are not going to be taken seriously. It looks try hard. Those guys like Troy Francis and James Tusk, they are old as fuck. They never understood the importance of wearing the right brands during the approach, the right articles. They are completely outdated. Why would a stylish, attractive girl get along with a guy dressed like a waiter? I don't understand the thought process behind their style. I'm sure they have rational explanation of why they are dressing like that and why you should dress like that as well, but no, that's not how you dress to cold approach.
Your plan?
Well, indeed. So what are you here for vacation or just to...
I make
Always assuming stuff. He is never asking open-ended questions. Where are you going? Quiet. Just stop making assumptions. Ask normal questions. Why is it so hard?
Work on cruise?
cruise. It's
Ship.
Caribbean. Yes, big ship.
Really? So what, you are a performer?
I am a fitness trainer.
I could do with some tips.
You look like
Yeah?
good.
Perfecto.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much. How long are you here for now? This is your last night.
Yes.
What about us? We only just met.
Like, bro, why they all do that shit? It's so fake. They cannot be normal. They always have to own the situation and to do their little tricks. They are completely unbearable. If you follow the advice of those guys, you won't be able to connect with women properly. And you will just add layers on top of your personality. That's all you will do. There is nothing good to take from those guys. Only things to not do and remove if you are doing them.
You have friends here?
Have what?
You are here, you have some friends all alone?
Yes.
Oh, come here.
It's very important for those PUAs to touch girls during the approach because they want to connect as fast as possible for different reasons. The first reason is that they are not able to connect just by talking with them. They are not able to create a normal relationship with someone, which is always gradual. You know, you always start by having boundaries and talking with someone normally, then you build it up, right? They want to do everything super fast. It's basically impossible for them to bond normally. So they have to touch, to feel the connection. Like they have to touch her straight away during the approach. And it's something you should avoid at all costs, to touch during the approach. Of course, night game is a bit different, and this could be seen as night game here since it's during the night, right? But I only do daytime approaches, and during the day, you don't want to touch the girl during the approach. Of course, there are some situations where you could get physical, but most of the time, you don't have to. Why would you do something that is not needed? What those guys are doing is adding useless fluff during the approach. All I do is removing all that stuff and just being normal. And the reason why I'm getting much better girls than all of those guys without doing any of the stuff they are doing is because I am not looking like James Bond from AliExpress. I feel like someone. You just look at me, you're like, okay, like this guy is someone. And that's what you want to be, basically. You want to look like someone. And it starts with wearing the right drip. It starts by knowing what to wear. If you don't know what to wear, if you don't wear the right brand, then you won't stand out. Easy as that. I know it sounds weird a bit, but it is what it is. I don't make the rules. The way you dress is the way you look. You cannot change your face. You can always like cope with like bone smashing, you know, and surgery, but I would say like the easiest way to improve your looks is to dress as good as possible. Muscles are not that important. What matters is your drip, and it's going to help you so much during the approach. You have no idea.
So what is your plan tonight then? You have dinner or?
I just walk and go back.
Okay.
And sleep.
Okay. Well, I have to see my friends now, but maybe you have WhatsApp or something. Maybe we can.
Yes.
I message you later.
A girl you just meet like that and who is leaving soon, you want to stay with her. You want to build something with her straight away. Honestly, if you are living somewhere long term and a girl tells you that she's leaving and she will never come back, it's not even worth it. But if it's a girl, you know, with like just leaving soon and she might come back, you approached her, it's going well, so go for it. Saying that you have your little plans, you know, that you are busy, it's not the right thing to do here. It's crazy because those guys, they usually do instant dates with locals, but when they are in such situation, whereas a girl is leaving, you know, and they will never see her again, they don't do the instant dates.
I mean, I've been here for 3 or 4 months and I'm going to stay for a little while, so I like it here. It's cool. I mean, I'm from London, and London is an amazing city, you know, it's my home and everything, but it's nice to experience different places. So, you know, you have pretty eyes.
Thanks.
It's okay. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
What does he expect? It's not going to work.
You're the most fucking glamorous girl I've seen
You are the most fucking glamorous girls I've seen. It's too much, you know.
on this road. Can I ask your name?
Char.
Can I ask your name? He really thinks he's James Bond in a movie.
Sorry?
Char.
Shar?
Yeah.
Troy.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You don't sound like you're from Poland?
I'm not. I'm from Kenya.
From Kenya?
Yeah.
Bro went to Poland to approach girls from Kenya.
You're based here the whole time, are you? Well, look, I mean, I know you're on your way to dinner. Another time, I would love to take you. I'd love to take you for a Nero's lemonade. Have you got WhatsApp?
I have a boyfriend. That's what I have.
You've got a boyfriend?
Yeah.
I'm devastated right now.
Sorry.
But it was beautiful to meet you.
It was nice meeting you. You're really nice.
All right,
Thank
good to see you.
Have a good
See you later.
night.
I don't understand those guys who pretend to be masters at cold approach, who are ejecting when they face the boyfriend objection. It's literally the most common objection when you cold approach. They will all tell you they have a boyfriend for you to fuck off. So most of the time they don't even have a boyfriend. And even if they have a boyfriend, why would you care about a guy who is not with her? Why would you respect a guy who is not with her? She is talking to you and he's not there. Just show her that you don't care. What I say usually is, and what? And then I just keep going. And you will be amazed to see how many girls are actually giving you their contacts when you go past the boyfriend objection. It is universal. All the guys in my close friends, they do the same thing and it works everywhere. That's how you unlock the highest quality of girls. Those girls, they won't make it easy for you to stay in touch with them. You have to show them that you want it. And it's not by doing like Troy Francis, just by saying like, oh, you broke my heart, bye. No, it's not by doing this. It's not by reacting the way they want you to react. It's by showing them that you don't care. That whole cold approach thing only starts when you realize that you can literally create your reality. So yeah, next time, just keep going and see how good it is working.
Excuse me? Excuse me? Any English? Tiny little bit. My Russian is like this. But
I will never understand why dating coaches like Troy Francis, who always go to Eastern Europe to cold approach girls, don't speak Russian. When you approach a Russian girl, a Belarusian girl, or an Ukrainian, and you don't speak Russian, you are missing out, man. Like, that's the best way to connect with them, is to speak Russian. And those guys, you know, from London, they think that they can just get away with their little English. If you meet a super cute Russian girl who is into you and you don't speak Russian, it will literally ruin everything. If you come to Western Europe frequently, you have to study Russian, okay? You won't be able to get away with not knowing Russian and only speaking English. You will be seen as that guy who is just passing by, and you will only get the welcoming committee who are used to date foreigners. But if you want to get the best girls, you have to live like a local. You have to understand the culture, and it means that you should learn the language. It's so key. Those guys, they are coaching other dudes who cold approach girls in Eastern Europe. I just try to imagine what do they do when their students send them text in Russian and they don't understand anything. If you want to text the right way with a Russian girl, the best way is to text in Russian. I never text in English. I always have to translate my text to show you how it's done.
Krashna. Yeah? And your name? Julia? Troy. Troy. Yeah. Troy. Listen, later, it would be nice.
Я вас не понимаю, к сожалению. I don't speak English.
Oh,
I don't speak you.
I understand. Nice to meet you. Bye-bye.
The way he walks.
I saw her walking past. Right. And hello. How are you? You look lovely.
Those guys, it's like they don't take themselves seriously at all. And it's part of what they teach, you know, like, oh, self-amusement, don't take yourself seriously. You don't want to do like a whole show like he's doing like here, you know. You don't want to approach the girl in front of your friends. You want to kind of do it by yourself. Don't be that group of guys who are approaching girls in the city center. Stay as low-key as you can.
Where are you from?
London.
Coronavirus.
No, I don't. I have the
Vaccine.
I have
Vaccine.
yeah, and you? Nobody in Russia.
He is vaxxed. Not surprised.
Everyone is against it. I heard in Russia, Sputnik, it is vodka, 90%.
Really?
Yeah. And your name is
Alexandra.
Troy?
Joy?
Troy.
Joy.
Yeah. And today you are going shopping.
I've done it.
What did you buy me?
Nothing.
Slight gesture maxing.
I'm here for another day, and then we travel to Sochi. Have you been?
No.
You want to come?
No, I cannot.
Okay, well look, next time, are you on WhatsApp? I would like to take you for a drink.
You're so funny.
I'm very funny.
That's what they are good at, you know, being funny during the approach, entertaining the girl. They are not able to connect with them. They don't care, you know. They don't care about quality. They just approach what they see without caring, you know. And then they teach you how to approach girls in general. They are running the biggest scam, James Tusk and this guy. There is another one also in their group that I will review soon. But they're just like spam approaching girls, you know. And all what they teach you is based on their experiences with such girls. They don't post receipts. They only post themselves self-amusing in the city center. And you are all watching it like, oh yeah, so cool, so cool. Infill footage, yeah. But it's like 5% of the process, even less. The approach is nothing. If you want to learn from someone like me who is posting receipts, who is literally showing you the final result of the approach. All the girls you see in my receipt channel, I cold approach them during the day. No online dating, no Instagram DMs, only daytime approaches. And I'm not approaching those girls. I go for the highest quality. You can check my receipt.
Work here and do everything here, undercover. And have you dated a British guy before?
No.
Talking about dating during the approach, you don't want to do that. Never talk about dating. It's just an approach, you know. You don't want to freak them out. You want to build it up, you know, gradually.
Listen, are you on WhatsApp? Let's exchange numbers. I send you a message.
Not WhatsApp. Instagram.
Okay, fine.
Sorry, my phone is uncharged.
It's okay, it's fine. Let me add you.
This is me.
Spasiba.
You're welcome.
See you later.
Just getting the Instagram and leaving like that is not enough, because you have that feature on Instagram where you cannot message girls if they don't follow you. More and more girls have that feature enabled. So what you want to make sure when you get her Instagram is that you are able to message her. And you basically just want to tap on the message button on Instagram and see if you can message them. And you want to talk to her about that, you know, like you want to ask her, am I able to message you here? And show her. If it is a message request, she will tell you yes. And you kind of create the premise of you sending a text to her. And if you cannot message her, if you see that little message, you can't message that account unless they follow you, you are going to act stupid. You are going to tell her, look, I don't understand. I cannot message you. You know that it's because she doesn't follow you. But when you act stupid like that, as I've said in my past video, you activate their caring mode. When you manage to activate it, they want everything to go well. And they will basically try to fix it. You know, they'll be like, oh, yeah, it's because I need to follow you back. And they will follow you back on spot, you know, sometimes. But it's crazy how I cracked the code, you know, that kind of shit, nobody else will ever tell you that. I'm the only one to do it because I'm the only one who went that far. I've seen it all the different scenarios. I know that those guys, they have no clue. They are not doing it as much. I'm doing it daily, consistently. They are not living in Eastern Europe. They are only flying there once in a while to do their little Jester Max shit without building anything. Yeah, they have no receipts. You should listen to guys who have receipts, who post receipts consistently. For years. That's what I'm doing. And that's why I can tell you exactly what to do during the approach.
Bye-bye. Today Prekrashna. Yeah? And I am Troy. I'm visiting from London. I saw you walking past and you look very...
That other guy, it's James Tusk. I already reviewed his approaches and I already showed you how bad he was. And you can see him here doing his little Jester Max thing, going around his friend who is approaching. That's the kind of stuff you don't want to do in the city center when you are approaching. You want to take it seriously, you know, you want to let your friend approach and have the girl taking him seriously, because if there is one of your friends who is like going around you, you know, like that during the day, you won't be taken seriously by the girl. Like she will be like, what the fuck was that? I know it's like self-amusing, like they say, oh, it's so funny, you know, but yeah, it's better to avoid any unnecessary stuff. And maybe I'm not funny, maybe I'm boring, I don't care. I post receipts, I get results, you know. Those guys, they have no receipts, so they might be funny, but it's not efficient at all to do that shit.
Tri Prekrashna. And your name? My name is Troy. Christine, I saw you walking down the street and I see your eyes and I think,
Touching a Russian girl in the street. Yeah.
I have to speak with this girl. And you are going to work? Yeah? You are waitress?
Imagine having to talk like a retard like that.
You are from St. Petersburg? I am from London. We travel here for work. And then tomorrow, I have to go to Sochi. And then return in St. Petersburg. But next time, I would love to take you for a drink.
See those guys, they are always just passing by. We just arrived in St. Petersburg. Tomorrow we go to Sochi, and then we come back, and then we leave. Like, they are always on the go. You cannot build anything when you are doing this. That's why when it comes to cold approach, they always stay at the surface level, you know. They don't have any deep knowledge because they are always passing by. They were unable to crack the code as much as I did because when I cold approach in a city, I stay for years. And that's how I get the best girls, by staying long term. If you just pass by, you will never get any top tier girls. It's impossible. It cannot work that way. That's all for today. Just like James Tusk, Troy Francis doesn't know how to cold approach the right way. His drip is non-existent. He dresses like a waiter. When he approaches a girl, he is trying to own the whole thing way too much. He doesn't leave her some space to create a normal interaction. He thinks he's in a movie, making his little monologue and all his assumptions. It cannot work. Cold approach won't work if you approach like that. You won't be able to connect with girls that way. If you follow his advice, you will just become completely unbearable, full of layers. So you will think that you need to improve even more. You need to add more stuff. You need to add more tricks to try this out. And you will end up having like the craziest layers with the most subtle manifestations. That's how bad the advice of those guys are. If you live somewhere long term and you follow their advice, those guys will literally ruin your life. That's how bad it is.